Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick-a-card reading is, what advice do my ancestors have for me? We have 3 piles here. Pile number 1 is represented by a beauty druzy. Pile number 2 is represented by a piece of yellow jade. And pile number 3 is represented by a chunk of amethyst. So go ahead and choose the pile that resonates best with you. And while you're doing that, I'm going to take this moment to say, if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on that bell icon so you can be notified when I upload, and please leave a comment down below. I love talking with you guys. You guys are so amazing. You're so supportive. You're so kind. And I really appreciate you. So thank you for making my days better. I appreciate you. All right, here we go. Pile number 1, 2, and 3. If you need a bit more time, pause that video because we're getting started. All right, what messages do your ancestors have for you? Pile number 1, you chose the Superb Druzy. And we have the Underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Joy, rejoicing in the present. And the Mummy, change. Okay, so what messages do your ancestors have for you? They're saying it's time to take a step back in your life and look at it all from a big picture perspective as to what brings you joy and what doesn't. They're telling you to change the things in your life that are bringing you stress and pain and aren't allowing for this joy to come in. The other possibility is that you took time away from something that you really loved and enjoyed and made this change in order to take care of somebody. Maybe you were taking care of an elderly parent or a brother or sister. So you took a pause out of your own life, out of your own happiness, to make this change to help someone else. And if that's the case, my God, you're awesome. I'm sorry, but I just need to tell you that. If you stopped doing something that made you happy so that you could help somebody else in their life, you could make this change to make somebody else's life a little bit better, you're amazing. And I hope you own that about yourself, because not a lot of people are. So, yeah, I mean, the other option I have here is that they're telling you need to take some time out. You need to take time out of your day to be happy. You need to make a change in your life to take some time out of your day to practice gratitude and happiness. So those are the possibilities, and those are the messages that your ancestors have for you, pile number 1. Wait. Okay, wait. All right. You're taking time away from something that brought you joy because you're making a change in your life. And you need to know if taking this time away from this thing that brings you joy is a good thing, and it is a good thing. For some reason, I see you taking this time away and you thought you had this joy, but like, if you look at her face, that's not the face of joy. Like, that's the face of boredom. So I kind of, the thing that struck me at the last second that I'm trying to spit out and having a hard time with, that I did not expect to, is they're telling you to take some time away, some time away from this thing that you think is making you happy. Because when you take some time away, you will see that it's not. And this change will help you to find that joy for real. So that is what I have for you, pile number 1. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend it with me and your ancestors. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a good day. Bye. All right. Pile number 2. You chose the yellow jade. And let's see what messages your ancestors have for you. Forgiveness. Reducing burden. Cauldron. Synergy and healing. Love is love is love. And it transcends physical death. Eternal love. All right. Here's what your ancestors are telling you, pile number 2. You need to forgive a family member who maybe wasn't that good to you in the past. They couldn't understand you in some way. They couldn't relate to you. You were like their complete and utter opposite, and it just drove them sort of angry. They couldn't understand you. So maybe they were a little harsher than they wanted to be. But your ancestors say it's time to forgive, not for them, but for you, so that you can find this synergy, you can find this balance, you can find this healing, and you can find this love. Not necessarily for them. Screw them. If they treated you bad, forget about them. This forgiveness, this healing, this love is for you. This is you forgiving yourself, forgiving the past, forgiving the pain, and coming into balance and finding love for yourself again. And that is something that is absolutely beautiful and fantastic. And I hope everybody gets a chance to do that, to find the love for themselves. My other possibility here is I see you forgiving someone in a relationship. They hurt you, but they didn't do it like out of malice. This isn't a major hurt either. This is a small hurt. They hurt you, but not out of malice. And the cards are saying it's time for you to forgive them and find that synergy and healing, because love is love is love. They love you and you love them. So it's time to heal and forgive. Yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number 3. It's time to forgive. It's time to find balance. Because either your ancestor or, this person in your past or this person in your present, they love you. And if they don't love you, then you don't need to be around them. You need to find yourself someone who does. But I don't see that in the cards here. I see it's time to forgive someone so that you can bring on this balance. And a lot of times that can bring in our twin flame. So that's the other possibility, is they're saying forgive this pain so you're not so bitter, so you're able to be balanced, so you're able to have that synergy, so that when your twin flame shows up, you'll know exactly who they are before they even walk in the door. And that is what I have for you, pile number 2. And I want to thank you for spending time with me. And I hope you have a lovely day. Bye. All right, pile number 3. You chose the amethyst. And your ancestors are trying to tell you that either they regret something or you have a regret. The Skull of Darkness says there are some blind spots. There are some things about that regret that you are not seeing. And the Owl is wise seeing, wise action. So maybe you need to talk to somebody about this regret that you have. Because there's something about it you're not seeing. And if you talk to them, it sort of becomes revealed in your mind. You kind of have an aha moment, and you're able to let this go. You're able to let them go and to move on to a better, healthier, happier environment. The other possibility that I'm seeing here is you are regretting something from your past, and you're so wrapped up in this regret that you're not seeing something you need to see. And the cards are telling you it's time to pull out of this so that you can see this thing that you need to see that you're not seeing right now. And you could take the action appropriate, the wise action appropriate to it. This is one of those, you're so wrapped up in being depressed from a breakup or a loss of a job, that you're not seeing that there is your soulmate or the perfect job right in front of you. And the second that you're able to pull out of that, you're able to see this thing that's kind of right there, or you're able to see the steps that you're supposed to take to get to this thing that you really want. But the first step is letting go of this regret, because there was something you didn't see about it. And if you had seen that, you wouldn't have this regret, because it's not as big of a loss as you thought it was. That's kind of what I have for you, pile number 3. Okay, this is going to sound really weird, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm kind of hearing that somebody was cheated on and you just regret that you weren't enough for that person, and that they're saying there's something you didn't know about them. Like, there was nothing you could have ever done to have ever been enough, because that person is just so badly damaged that nothing you could have done would have ever been okay. So stop regretting this, because you need to see yourself as the amazing, wonderful person that you are. Because this person, they did not see you in the way that they should have. They saw you, they liked you, but they didn't like you as much as they let you believe. And you deserve someone way better than that. So, I don't know who that was for. I hope that was not for you. If it was for you, you totally deserve someone better. So, that is what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you guys have a lovely day. And I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. And, yeah, you guys are beautiful. You're amazing. And I am so, so, so very grateful to have you in my life. Thank you. Bye. For those of you sticking around wondering what cards I used, today's cards were the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Bye.